Okay, so let's talk about Southwest, Chris. We all know that Southwest has been making some huge changes. They've totally revamped their identity. Some people are not thrilled with it, but a lot of people are really excited about the ability to have assigned seats now. Unfortunately, you got to pay for checked bags these days.
Hey, I'm Chris. Welcome to the Upgraded Points podcast.
And I'm Katie. And today we have a huge Disney giveaway to announce. And we're going to talk about some Southwest changes that you need to be aware of. Before we get to that, if you are enjoying the show, we would love it if you liked and subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you have questions or comments for the show, you can email us at podcast@upgradedpoints.com. So let's start with the fun stuff, our Disney giveaway. What is involved in our new Disney giveaway, Chris?
All right, that's right. The Disney magic is calling.
Woo!
That's why Upgraded Points is giving away a Walt Disney World vacation to the most magical place on Earth. That's right, we're giving away a grand prize trip package to one winner and 3 guests to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. This package includes round-trip domestic airfare, 4 nights at Walt Disney World Resort, and 4 5-day theme park tickets with the park hopper option, gift cards, and more. It is easy. It is free to enter. For your chance to win, all you have to do is head to Upgraded Points, search for Magic in the Air, or check in the captions for all the details.
That's a super great giveaway. This is going to be fun. I'm excited to see who gets this. Awesome.
Yeah, one lucky listener or reader is going to have an awesome trip to share with their friends and family.
Okay.
And we also have 10 first prizes to give away as well. $50
cool.
gift cards. So we're going to be giving away $500 in Disney gift cards as well. So this is awesome.
That's awesome. And you dressed perfectly for the occasion to announce this giveaway.
Randomly, I had no idea we're going to be talking about this today.
No, you just wear Mickey Mouse t-shirts every day. We know it.
It's just luck of the draw today. So that was good news, but there's some more good news, Katie. Why don't you talk to us about Hyatt and American Airlines?
Yeah, so not quite as exciting as a free trip to Disney, but it is a good thing to know about. Hyatt and American are back with their reciprocal status matches. And it goes Hyatt to American or American to Hyatt, either way. So if you're a World of Hyatt Elite member, so Discoverist, Explorist, or Globalist, and I do believe it is targeted, so it's not open to everyone, you do need to hurry on this one. You need to register for the status, it's called the Instant Status Pass, by September 4th. So you only have a couple more days if you're listening to this on the day that it publishes. Once you register, you will get Gold Elite status on American Airlines for 4 months. And then you will have the ability to earn that status for another 4 months by earning loyalty points. And then American Airlines Advantage Elite members can register for World of Hyatt status, and they can get that status for 90 days. This one has a registration through October 31st. So you have a lot more time going that way. You will get Explorer status, which is the mid-tier Hyatt status. And to keep that status through February of 2027, you just need to stay 10 qualifying nights. And that's well and good. The really interesting part of this promotion is in that 90-day window after registering, if you stay 20 qualifying nights, you will get top-level Globalist status through February of 2027. And that's a super valuable status, even though I did say a couple episodes ago it was a little overrated. But it is super valuable, especially if you can get it for 20 nights. I mean, that is amazing. Word of warning, and I know this, I learned this the hard way. If you are going in to just take a look at the information on your phone, don't accidentally hit register, because that will start the 90-day countdown, and they will not change it for you. So wait to start. Look at your calendar. See when you can do those 10 or 20 nights. Don't register until, you've got sort of that buffer there, because the countdown will start the moment you register. Make sure you do know that end date. So register before the end date, but try to wait as long as possible till your first day so you can make the most out of it. So I'm going to have to see if I can squeeze in 20 nights in the next 90 days, which I probably can't. But what about you, Chris? Are you taking advantage of this?
So I have not registered yet. I'm definitely
Smart.
thinking about it. um, if you remember a couple episodes, I actually predicted this was going to happen.
You
This
did.
challenge.
Did.
We have more predictions later in the episode, so stay tuned. Um, but I will probably. I don't need the American status. I have Platinum Pro from this same status last year, or vice versa.
Mhm.
Um, but getting globals for 20 nights is really attractive, and there's a relatively cheap Hyatt place near me. I'm in Brazil, so I could run the numbers, and it could be worth it. But I haven't run all the numbers yet.
Yeah, definitely. I think there are some circumstances when you're, a category 1, couple off-peak nights, it could
Yeah.
be really interesting. So keep an eye out for that. We have more information on both of those on upgradedpoints.com. Okay, so let's talk about Southwest, Chris. We all know that Southwest has been
Mhm.
making some huge changes. They've totally revamped their identity. Some people are not thrilled with it, but a lot of people are really excited about the ability to have assigned seats now. Unfortunately, you got to pay for checked bags these days. But some new information has come out, some new details about how the assigned seating and boarding process is going to work. So we're going to go over those. And then we also have some information about Southwest credit cards that have changed and how that can kind of help with some of these, new problems they've created, like no free checked bags. So let's start with the important information. Assigned seats will begin on January 27th, 2026. So if you are, whenever you're listening to this or watching this on YouTube, if you are looking for a flight after January 27th, you will see the assigned seats ability to choose your assigned seat depending on your fare class and all of that. There are going to be 3 types of seats that you're going to see: standard, preferred, or extra legroom. The standard and preferred seats are the exact same seats. Standard will be in the back of the plane, and preferred will be towards the front of the plane, but probably more
Mhm.
middle because it's not all the way in the front. The extra legroom is what's going to be in the front and in the exit rows, and those will offer up to 5 extra inches of space. And I assume that this is going to be very similar to like main cabin extra on American Airlines or comfort on
Mhm.
Delta, where it's a regular economy seat, but it's just a little bit more comfortable and a much better location. So your fare type will be one of the main ways that determines when and if you are able to select your seats. So basic fares, which is the cheapest option, which is the what you used to think of as wanna get away,
Mhm.
um, your standard seat in the back of the plane will be assigned to you when you check in. End of story. Choice seats, which is the next bucket up, you will be able to select a standard seat at the time of booking. So a little better, you can make sure you're on an
Okay.
aisle or a window.
Yeah.
Choice preferred, which is again the next bucket up, you can select any standard or preferred seat at the time of booking. Choice extra is the only booking bucket class where you can select any seat, including those extra legroom seats, at the time of booking. But again, those are the most expensive ones, what used to
Yeah.
be Business Select, so you're definitely
Mhm.
paying for that privilege. Elite status is something that has become, I think, more important within the Southwest ecosphere because it can also affect your seating benefits. So, A list members will be able to choose a preferred seat at booking, and then they will have access to the extra legroom seats if there are any left 48 hours prior to departure. So,
Okay.
that's not so bad. Always get a preferred seat so you can make sure you're at least in the middle of the plane. You get
Yeah.
your aisle or your window, you're not gonna be stuck in a middle seat. And then hopefully, if there's some of those extra legrooms, you can book those 28 or I'm sorry, 48 hours prior to departure. If
Mhm.
you are an A-list preferred member, which is the highest tier of elite status within Southwest, you will get to choose extra legroom seats at the time of booking and be done with it. So that's really nice. And that's a very similar way that the other carriers work. I know
Yeah.
you and I both have Platinum Pro status, and we're able to choose those main cabin extra seats
That's
at the time of
exactly what I
booking,
was
and that's
thinking.
a huge benefit. I
Yeah.
know on American, I find that super valuable. So if you fly Southwest, the status is really going to be important. Credit card holders will also have some seating benefits. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. That day in January, January 27th, the new boarding groups will also go live. So if you're
Ooh.
familiar with how Southwest has been in the past, you've gotten 3 boarding groups, A, B, and C, with numbers 1 through 60. That is all going away, and Southwest boarding will look a lot like legacy carriers. They're going to have 8 separate groups. So groups 1 and 2 will include those choice extra fares, the expensive ones, anyone who purchases an upgrade to the extra legroom seats, A-list preferred members, and then any A-list members who upgraded to the extra legroom seats. Groups 3 to 5 will include the choice preferred fares, any other A-list members, and all Rapid Rewards credit card holders will be in Group 5.
Mm.
And then Group 6 to 8 is going to be all of the people in the back of the plane, the choice and basic fares. So if you don't have status, you don't have a credit card, and you book one of the cheap fares, you're going to be in Group 6 to 8. And then any customer will be able to purchase priority boarding starting 24 hours before departure. We do not know yet what the cost of that will be. Hopefully we'll know that
Interesting.
soon. Maybe we won't know till January. I don't know. But there will be that ability if you book one of the cheap fares. Maybe it's worth it to book the cheap fare and then pay for priority boarding. So that has remained to be seen. So a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Southwest is really starting to look just like a regular legacy carrier, like American or United or Delta. Whether that's going to be good, bad, who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's a lot of changes, and you're right. That is very similar to
Hmm.
the programs that we're seeing with the other guys. But that's a lot to digest. Let's
Yes,
take a
it is.
break, and when we come back, we will dive into the credit cards that Southwest is offering. Okay, welcome back. We are talking about all the Southwest changes, and there are some changes to the consumer credit cards as well. Right now, we are seeing increased welcome offers on all 3 of the consumer Southwest credit cards, and they are the highest we have seen since 2021, with a lower spending requirement as well. So there are some great opportunities out right now if you're looking to boost your Southwest balance. You can earn 100,000 points after spending 4,000 on purchases in the first 5 months of account opening. We value these Southwest points at 1.3 cents each, so that 100,000 point bonus is worth 1,300. And this offer is valid until September 17th. And Katie will know this better than I do, but this is a great opportunity to get the companion pass, right?
It is, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, this is a great bonus if you've had your eye on any of these cards, or if you are interested in the Southwest Companion Pass. These are as good as it's going to get. And we'll talk specifics in a second. But yeah, I was excited when I saw these come out.
Nice. So do you want to break down these cards for us then?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go over some of just the main benefits that really are going to affect most people. I'm not going to go through every single little nitty gritty detail, but I just want to share some of the big changes that especially are relating to the check bags and the seating, which Southwest has completely revamped. So on every single Southwest credit card, and there are 5, there are 3 consumer cards and 2 business cards. There are some benefits that you will find on every single card, no matter what the annual fee is. And the first one I think is the most important, and that is 1 free checked bag. So if you fly Southwest and you check bags, it probably in like 90% of the time makes sense to have a Southwest credit card because you will get 1 free checked
Hmm.
bag. And those prices are the same as any other carrier, $30 to $40, basically, I think, for each way. So that can really add up. You'll also get Group 5 boarding. All the credit cards come with the 10,000 point Companion Pass boost. And this is not 10,000 Rapid Rewards points. You cannot redeem these points. It essentially takes the requirement of earning the Companion Pass from 135,000 points been down to 125,000 points, which is a really nice perk. Also, no foreign transaction fees, and then you'll get 25% back on in flight purchases, but I don't think that's super exciting, but it is available on every card.
All right. Good.
And then each of the cards, unfortunately, has gotten a new annual fee, but they all
Hmm.
have some seating benefit. So it could be a situation where you buy a basic fare, which technically you're supposed to be assigned a seat at check-in. But if you have a credit card, that priority or that boarding, I'm sorry, this assigned seating benefit will sort of trump the basic fare.
Okay.
So the most economical option is the Rapid Rewards Plus card. It is $99 a year. This is the one that used to be $69. But it does come with complimentary standard seats within 48 hours of departure. So a slight benefit over if you just book a
Yeah.
basic fare. The Rapid Rewards Premier card is $149. This is the one that used to be $99. And this one will get you a complimentary preferred seat within 48 hours of departure. And remember, those are the ones that are going to be more toward the middle of the plane. So you'll be able to get off the plane a little bit easier. A lot of people
Hmm.
prefer to sit, more towards the front. The highest or the most premium personal card is the Rapid Rewards Priority card. And this one used to be $149. It has gone up to $229. But you will get complimentary preferred seat at the time of booking, which is nice. So you'll always end up kind of, in that middle of the plane at the time of booking. And then you can upgrade to those extra legroom seats within 48 hours of departure, which is a nice benefit that actually mimics having A-list status. So if that is
Yeah.
important to you,
Hmm.
but you don't fly enough to have A-list status, that particular card could be a nice middle ground
Yeah.
between having status and being stuck in the back of the plane. And then on the business side, you have the Rapid Rewards Premier Business Card, which used to be $99 and is now $149. And that has the complimentary preferred seat within 48 hours of departure. And then the premium business card is called the Performance Business Card. That is now $299 a year. Used to be $199, so it has increased a little bit. But again, you get the complimentary preferred seat at the time of booking, and then you could upgrade to that extra legroom seat within 48 hours of departure. So if you're a business owner and you want those elite-like benefits without having elite status, that could be a really good option for you. So, unfortunately, we're seeing the annual fees go up, but I'm happy to see the credit cards offer the checked bag benefit and some seating benefits to kind of ease the pain of transitioning from, how Southwest was to how Southwest is going to be in the future starting in January. So, if you are a Southwest flyer, it's probably a good idea to take a look at some of these cards, especially with that 100,000 point welcome offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lots
So
lots to talk about there. Yeah.
let me ask you a question. I don't want to put you on the
No,
spot,
no, go ahead.
but say I have one of these cards and I'm booking my family. Does my entire family get these seat preferred seat options as well?
That is a good question, and I don't know that off the top of my head. I remember reading that somewhere.
Because I know you and I, like we said, we both have American status, and if we're booking
Yeah.
something with our family, we'd be able to choose their seats as well.
I believe with elite status, yes, it does,
Hmm.
go to people in your party, and I do not remember a credit card right off the top of my head. So I'll look that
All
up, and we
right,
can put that in the show
we'll
notes
drop it
because
in the show
that's
notes.
a really great question, actually. I
Good.
would hope so.
I know.
I mean, that would
I
make
kind of felt like it was a stupid
sense.
question, but I guess maybe it's not. So
No, I mean, I hope it is, and it's just, it's obvious, and we're just not thinking about it. Yeah, because if that's just for the card holder, that's not amazing.
that'd be lame.
Yeah. Okay, we'll figure that out. Check the show notes when you are watching or listening to this episode, and you will find the answer there.
All right. Well, let me ask you another question then.
Yeah.
This one actually came from our Levi email. And if you have a question, you can email us at podcast@upgradedpoints and we can answer it on air. It says, "Hi, I'm new to the Points and Miles game. My husband just met his first minimum spend, and I just got my first card. Congratulations. I was planning to try and get the Southwest Companion Pass at the beginning of 2026. You mentioned that you think that it will change. Should I go ahead and try to get the pass as soon as possible?"
Yeah, so I've been thinking about this since this question came in, probably last month. And it's a really timely question, and I think my answer might have changed, if you asked me this 1 or 2 months ago to now. So, what, this person is referring to is there's a lot of speculation in the points and miles world that because Southwest has changed so much about their identity, really, that the fan favorite companion pass, which we've often called the best deal in domestic travel, is due to change. We have no knowledge. There is no information out. No one actually knows what's going to happen. There's a lot of speculation and not even rumors because there's nothing to have a rumor about. It's just a whole bunch of people talking about what they think. So my educated guess, though, is that I do expect it to change. I do not see how, after changing their program so much, that they are going to leave this companion pass as is. And I'm assuming that it's gonna change and it's gonna be harder to earn. So to give you just a quick, recap, the Southwest Companion Pass, you can earn it after earning 135,000 Rapid Rewards points, qualifying points, in a calendar year. Then you get this pass for the remaining portion of that year and the entire next year. And you can
Hmm.
bring a companion with you for free. You just have to pay the taxes and fees. It is an amazing deal that is so valuable for so many people. I think they are going to do something like making, because right now the credit card welcome bonuses count towards the companion pass, and that's a huge deal. I could see a world in which that goes away. I could also see a world in which the companion pass is somehow tied to elite status. Because right now you can earn the companion pass without stepping foot on a plane and without
Yeah.
having any status. They're very separate, and I do see maybe they're going to do something where there is some flying component where maybe you have to have elite status to get the companion pass. I'm not sure. What that means for you is if you are thinking about getting the companion pass, I personally would say go for it now. And yes, you would only get it for the remaining of this year and next year. So it's not quite as amazing as waiting till January to get it. But there's a very good chance that come January, it is gonna be different. I would expect that maybe October, November, we're gonna hear if they're changing it for the following year.
Ooh, bold prediction.
We'll see, I hope. Well, actually, no, I don't hope. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But with the new, elevated welcome offers on the credit cards, now is an amazing time to get it. So you pick up one consumer credit card, you earn the 100,000 point welcome bonus. That counts towards the companion pass. And if you remember, if you have a credit card, you also get a 10,000 point boost. So that means you really only have to make up 25,000 companion qualifying points to earn that pass. And yes, that sounds like a lot, but it is actually a lot more doable than you might think because you're going to earn points for every single dollar you put on that credit card. You'll earn a lot of points if you book a Southwest flight. But the other thing is the Southwest Rapid Rewards shopping portal, and you can earn
Oh,
a ton of points. And when you go into that shopping portal, you might see, I don't know, some store, um, Tumi, let's say, because I just bought something from Tumi, has 6x points, and it probably doesn't because I've looked. But whatever, multiplier you see, 6x points or 10x points, those actually all count toward the companion pass. So you can easily earn points in chunks of thousands at a time with the right purchases. And, maybe you get a meal service, one of those where you try out Green Chef
yeah.
or Hello Fresh or whatever they're called, and you get 3,500 miles or something. Those count toward the companion pass. So I think right now, if you're on the edge, I would say go for it. The worst that's going to happen is you're going to have a companion pass for a year and a few months.
Not bad, right?
If you wait, I do think there's a very good chance that you're gonna be shut out of it. So I would say if you're thinking about it, go for it. But don't hold me to that. That is just an educated guess, so I don't need angry emails if I'm wrong about that.
Fair enough. Good.
Yeah,
That's what we want to know. We want your opinion.
yeah. Okay, Chris, I have a question for you, and this is we're going from, Southwest, which I think I know better than you, back to a topic that you know way more than I do. So I'm going to ask this one. Are Walt Disney World Resort park hopper tickets actually worth the extra cost?
That's a good question. And for me, it's an easy yes because I love park hopping. I know they're more expensive, but if you're limited for time, like often my family and I will go down and we'll have maybe 1 or 2 days at the park. Um, you maybe a 1 day park hopper will be more expensive, but it's cheaper than 2 days. And so if you are strategic with your time, if you planned out your day, like I love to do, it can absolutely be worth it. So, for example, we will start at Animal Kingdom early in the morning because we know that park closes early, and then we'll park hop over to Magic Kingdom and close out the night there because Magic Kingdom stays open later. And if you happen to be staying at a deluxe resort, you get extra magic hours. We were there, and Magic Kingdom closed at midnight, so you can really
Oh.
stretch out your day there. Yeah, so with the park hopper, you can really visit multiple parks and you'll have more time than you think you do. Obviously, you want to be strategic with your time and not wasting tons of time in line, maybe pay for a lightning lane or Genie Plus. But yeah, the quick answer is yeah, I think Park Hopper is absolutely worth it.
And park hopper is included in our giveaway grand prize, isn't it?
It is. We have 5 days of tickets with the Park Hopper. So if you win, you don't have to worry about that cost at all.
Excellent, excellent. It brings it all back. It wrapped it up into a nice little bow there. So yeah,
Perfect.
enter our giveaway, get that for free. You don't have to worry if the park hopper tickets are worth it.
There you go. We'll take
Awesome.
care of it for you.
Sounds great. That's going to do it for us this week. If you're enjoying the show, we would love it if you liked and subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to submit a question to us for us to answer on the show, you can email that to podcast@upgradedpoints.com. We'll see you next week.